Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 reasons why Outlander Season 6 will change everything. Filming for the 6th season of Outlander has officially wrapped up, and the fans are eagerly awaiting to see what happens next in this television series adaptation of Diana Gabaldon's book series, Outlander. Production on Season 6 was scheduled to begin in May 2020, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it was actually delayed until it could begin in February 2021. Due to these production delays, this season has been reduced to an 8-episode affair, while the already confirmed Season 7 will go back to the 16-episode cycle. But the executive producers and cast have already promised that Season 6 will be filled with interesting drama. Make sure you stay until number 1, as you're not going to want to miss this exclusive coverage on how Season 6 of Outlander will change everything. Hang on to your seats and let us begin. Before we go any further though, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Number 9. Outlander, a love story to the core. For most fans, Outlander is a love story at its core. While it may feature time travel, historical tragedy, and shocking twists, it is an overall heartwarming affair. That might be about to change in Season 6, as the path looks clear for an adaptation on Gabaldon's most disturbing plotline from A Breath of Snow and Ashes. During the 6th novel, the CHRISTIES come to visit Fraser's Ridge, and eventually decide to stay in the idyllic village. Claire and Malva, played by Jessica Reynolds, the daughter of Thomas, played by Mark Lewis Jones, and sister of Alan, played by Alexander Vlas, strike up a close friendship. Malva even starts to work for Claire, helping out in her workshop as an apprentice. Number 8. A Breath of Snow and Ashes. Outlander Season 6 will be based on Gabaldon's 6th novel, A Breath of Snow and Ashes. A portion of the story from A Breath of Snow and Ashes was actually covered in Season 5, but it is a big book, so there's a lot more story to come. The current season, along with Season 5, have been reviewed in 2018 by Starz to adapt from A Breath of Snow and Ashes and The Fiery Cross, respectively, for 12 episodes each. While Season 5 ran with all 12 episodes, Season 6 had to get revised to the 8-episode schedule. So, will this mean a partial adaptation or fitting the full novel into the 8 episodes? We'd like to remind you here that Season 1 actually had to get released in 2 parts, one in 2014 and the next in 2015. That means all the possibilities are still open to the producers if they want to stretch this to the original 16-episode scale. And this also means that only the 6th book is going to be what the show will be venturing into. While the series already has 8 books, with a 9th already on the way, and the author Dana confirming a 10th book to finish things off. Number 7. Claire teases. Catriona Balfe recently teased as much during an interview with Entertainment Weekly, proudly stating, "Outlander does baddies and villains quite well." But she also added that the Christies aren't the typical villains, which is great and refreshing. Finally, she teased that Claire and Malva have built a great relationship and bond. It's very destabilizing for Claire. It's really heartbreaking, but a really twisted narrative that they all got embroiled in. That twisted narrative is almost certain, with the events laid out in the book, but it does not indicate that Claire will be the murderer. While some fans have taken Balfe's comments to suggest that she could be hinting at Claire murdering Malva, it's very unlikely for that to happen. As Balfe stated, the death is very destabilizing, which suggests just how shocking the series of events is going to actually be in that 6th season. For now, these comments from all fans will have to go on until Season 6 finally drops. Number 6. Sam Hagan's withdrawal. Sam Hagan, who recently played Jamie Fraser, was the first cast announced for the show in 2014. The author had a spot called Sam, a Scot to the bone, and Jamie Fraser to the heart. Sam even turned producer along with co-star Catriona since 2019, but if the last reports are to be believed, all is not well in the camp. In an interview with Parade.com, Sam hinted at some withdrawal symptoms. He said that he hoped to get to the finish properly, and after Season 6 he'd like to see where things are going. The show also got a second lease of life since its release on Netflix. But the actor seemed to be done with Jamie Fraser, and disclosed that he has not actually planned for what is next after the show ends. So there is a good chance that even if the show does return for further seasons and spin-offs, the actor won't be leading the roles on them. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Number 5. Season 7 announcement. In March 2021, Starz announced that the show had been renewed for a 7th season and would be adapting from Dana's 7th book in the Outlander series, An Echo in the Bone. It was during this announcement that the makers announced the curtailment of season 6 to 8 episodes, while the 7th was announced for a complete 16-episode affair. Matthew Roberts and Ronald Moore have already voiced their interest in continuing with the Outlander series. Both of them had said as early as the 3rd season that the show offered much more and it can go way beyond the books. Then during the lockdown in 2020, Matthew revealed his plans for the 7th season, which has been realized, and a spin-off show or movie. Do you think there are any more reasons why Outlander should continue, or why season 6 will change everything for the show? Let us know in the comments section down below. But before all that, let's carry on. Number 4. MALVA CHRISTIE introduced. Catriona Balfe introduced Jessica Reynolds to the fans in an Outlander tweet in March 2021. And as we all know, according to the book, Malva starts working for Claire as an apprentice, but things quickly change one day when she's discovered murdered. With the town quickly putting the blame on Claire, Thomas steps up to take the blame for Malva's death. But it doesn't add up as there's no motive for the killing. Eventually the truth is revealed, with Alan behind Malva's death. Shockingly, Malva was pregnant with Alan's child, with Alan killing her for his own disturbed behaviour. Whether or not this will be fully adapted in the show remains to be seen, though with all 3 characters cast, it looks to be all but confirmed to be happening, with Jessica joining the cast for the 6th season, and as she is rightfully one of the 3rd of Christie's, the series opens up many prospects for the future. Though in the book her part ends with her killing, the show can improvise and tag her character for the future. Number 3. Claire's healing journey. The cliffhanger where season 5 left us off will see Claire having some healing to do from her abduction and its consequent events. In fact, one of the things to look forward to in season 6 is how the family as a unit will heal together following Claire's return. Even the actress showed anxiety with this upcoming part in the show. And for those who don't know, actress Catriona Balfe had announced in August 2021 that she'd actually given birth to her first child, a son, with boyfriend Anthony McGill. While we congratulate the couple for this good news, it also means that Catriona shot the 6th season through her pregnancy. This makes it even more interesting to how the creators actually managed the actor's character during this time. Also, as fans would know in the book, the Fiery Cross suggested that Claire was having hot flashes, which means she was starting to have menopause. And while it is possible to get pregnant during menopause, hence the term change of life babies, it is more difficult. Claire and Jamie already have Brianna, Roger, and baby Jeremiah. Plus, when they both left Fanny's baby in Brownsville for others to care for, they decided that their family was finished. Number 2. All about the cast. While all the main cast and recurring members are all set to make a return for the 6th season, only 3 new cast members join the show. The fresh new names joining the popular show's credits are Mark Lewis-Jones, Alexander Vlas, and Jessica Reynolds. They play the Christie family, with Jessica taking the role of Malva, Alexander playing her older brother Alan, and Mark portraying their father Tom. While Jessica is a new addition to the acting world after she made her new debut in BBC Three's My Life Nut last year, Alexander Vlas has previously featured in Merlin and Death in Paradise. But it is Welshman Mark Lewis-Jones who is the most recognisable, namely for his role in the award-winning Chernobyl drama. And just as a recap for the others, it is Sam Hagen as Jamie Fraser, Catriona Balfe as Claire Randall, Sophie Skelton as Brianna Randall Fraser, Richard Rankin as Roger Wakefield, John Bell as young Ian, and Caitlin O'Ryan as Lizzie Weems. Number 1. Renewal surprise. While the show has been renewed for a full 7th season with complete 16 episodes, the lead actors have expressed their surprise at this. The show was heavily hit by the COVID pandemic and the lockdowns it introduced, and it lost a lot of steam with fans and the audience too. Outside America, when the show premiered on Starz in the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada and New Zealand, the rights were acquired by different television and OTT partners. But it was with Netflix acquiring rights off late that the show got a much-deserved shot in the arm. This renewed interest among a new audience and new fans made the creators move ahead with the renewal of the series. And as the book series on which the show is based on will be releasing its 9th book, Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone, soon, that means there's going to be no shortage of story material. That's all for today guys, hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.